Welcome back to another episode of Pass the Puck Podcast. I'm Fallon McIntosh.
I'm Emily Harridge.
And this is episode 5. Right now, I'm feeling sort of under the weather, so if you hear my voice crack or anything like that, it's because I'm sick.
It's all good. There was a lot of people at school, too, that were sick. It was
I have that September flu. Talking about Riverview, do you know where all your classes are?
Got a little lost first couple of days. Yeah, it definitely started off rough, but I'm better now, yeah.
I think we're about, what's it called?
2 weeks?
2 weeks in?
2 weeks now, yeah.
2 weeks, a few days.
Yeah.
But I was on both of the tours, so I have not been late or lost to a class.
I was late for 2 classes, I think, but the teachers kind of let the slide because obviously we're freshmen and we don't really know our ways around. But yeah, it was nice to kind of walk around, I guess, to see everything. It's definitely a big school.
There's like one class I was almost late to, and it's English. We have a B building, a C building, and a D building. And my English class is in the B building, and all my other classes are in the D building. So it was quite an adventure away, but I made it.
Yeah, I have a couple classes all over the school. Like, there was one that was literally in the basement. I had to go down like 3 flights of stairs just to get down there, but it's okay. It's kind of quiet down there. It's nice.
I finally joined a club. The clubs are sort of coming now.
Yeah, there's a lot starting, like brewing, yeah.
I joined the Interact Club. It's sort of like volunteer work, I'm pretty sure. You can do, there's the Caleb's Courage Walk/Fly that I could sign up for. There was also other sort of things. I know there's a club fair coming up soon, so.
There's a couple. I think the club fair is in the gym. Is that where it is?
I don't know where it's at.
Yeah, I think they do it in the gym, and they have like all the clubs together. It's pretty cool.
I don't know when it is, but it should be soon. And all the grade 9s just go to class and see all the clubs, so yeah. I'm excited. And the girls hockey team, that should be starting up soon.
Pretty soon,
next month, I think.
Yeah, they sent out like an email to like fill out like what you shoot, what you play, and like stuff like that. Did you get that? Well,
I think I must have, and my email's pretty busy, so.
Yeah, I got it, and it was said like Riverview girls hockey, and then I just filled out the email, and they got me to put like my parents' stuff in it.
I'm on the Haja.
Oh yeah, I'm in the Haja too. There's a Haja there.
So I must have missed email. It will be signed tonight, guys.
It's okay.
But yeah, it's tryout season 2.
Tryout season.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
The second cut was made. Me and Emily both made it to the first AAA scrimmage.
Yes, we did.
I put it all out there, but unfortunately, I was cut. Cue the sad music.
I guess I'm going to say it. I made it to the last cut right now. We have a couple practices, and then we have an exhibition game, and then I'll know. So I'm in the mix.
Positive news, I made the AA team.
Yes.
So
very
it's not like I got cut down to like house league.
Yeah.
I made a team.
It's okay.
It's okay. I took my Ingro. I think I had a good tryout. Minus I was sick for that tryout, so every time I called for the puck, it was like, yeah.
Big voice crack, yeah.
It was actually worse than that. And probably worse, yeah. I hope you guys enjoy the interview with Mae Batherson.
Today, I'm so excited to welcome someone who is not only a Walter Cup champion and standout PWHL defender, but also someone who proudly represents Nova Scotia at the highest level of women's hockey. She's an incredible role model for girls across the East Coast and happens to have a pretty cool hockey family too. From New Minas, Nova Scotia, member of the Minnesota Frost and Walter Cup champion, please welcome to the show Mae Batherson. Thanks for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me, Fallon. Happy to be here.
Well, usually we start off with some icebreaker questions, so I guess we'll just get into them.
Sounds good.
What's your go-to pregame meal?
For like a nighttime game, it's normally pasta and chicken with some kind of vegetable or salad.
It's pretty good. Who is a player that you looked up to as a kid?
Well, an easy one to say is my brother because I watched a lot of his games. But for female athletes, he used to play against the first couple girls I saw were Mallory Rushton and Allie Monroe. They played like Major Bantam against him. And then also Jill and Blair, first Nova Scotians to go to the Olympics.
Yeah, I look up to them too, and to you. But what team did you play on growing up?
Minor hockey, I played in the Valley for Acadia, and then I also played a couple years in Antigonish for the Bulldogs.
If we peeked inside your hockey bag, what's something unexpected we might find?
I guess just like girly stuff like hairbrush and I don't know, basic girl stuff.
Yeah, I don't really have anything weird in my bag right now at the moment. No, someone had pickle juice at one point.
Oh, interesting.
What's a must pack for bus trips?
Lots of water and then gum and just some snacks like pretzels or goldfish, something like that.
Love pretzels. Funniest teammate on your Walter Cup team?
To me, I found the funniest player was Klara Himlerova. She's from Czech, and a lot of Europeans are just straight up say whatever's on their mind. So she's pretty funny with the one-liners.
What's your picture on your lock screen right now?
It's me with my family with the Walter Cup after we won.
It's a nice photo. Beautiful. We have two main segments on our podcast, and the first one's Player to Pro, where we get an upcoming athlete to ask a question. So the question today is, you've played on so many different levels. What keeps you motivated to keep getting better? What does your summer training program look like?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm always motivated to play against and with the best players. So I always want to play with the best, and I love playing in front of lots of people. So, I mean, the opportunity at the pro level to go play in front of so many people and see different cities and play with and against the best is pretty motivating for me. So, in the summer, I train pretty hard in the gym. I work on speed a lot, so speed training and sprinting, and then also I work a lot on speed skating and skill stuff. So I have some skill coaches and skating coaches here in Halifax that I go to every summer. So they've been really helpful.
I know that there's a pretty popular figure skater. Is it like a hockey kind of figure or like for power skating?
Power skating, yeah, she's actually from the Valley. So she used to do figure skating, but then she works a lot with hockey players and is pretty well known pretty much all over. She's worked with a lot of professional hockey players and yeah, she's really good.
Well, thank you, but we're gonna get into the main questions. You're proudly from Nova Scotia, and so are we. Can you tell us a little bit about where you grew up and how you got to start into hockey?
Yeah, so well, I was originally born in Germany. My dad was playing pro hockey over there, so that's where I learned to skate and play hockey. And then we moved back to the Valley, so I was in Port Williams at the time, and then played, I think, 1 year novice there, then moved to Antigonish, played 3 years there with the boys, and then back to the Valley, played 2 years of Pee Wee, and then I ended up going to prep school at King's Edgehill in Windsor, Nova Scotia. So still close to home, but was able to travel around and play against the girls like a lot older than me. And then I ended up moving away to Ontario for grade 12 and then to college in New York and now in Minnesota.
And what was it like playing hockey in Nova Scotia as a young girl?
I mean, it was tough playing against the boys. I mean, there's sometimes you didn't have a lot of respect and they would target you as a female, but kind of just taught you to fight for yourself and prove yourself that you're just as good and compete with them and kind of earn the respect of your teammates, and they eventually treat you as one of their own and stick up for you too. So it was definitely a learning experience, and I'm happy to see how much female hockey has grown now, and I recommend everyone to just honestly play with the girls probably at a younger age just because there's so many more high-end girls now too.
And when you were younger, did you expect to go pro, or was that your...
No, I mean, growing up, you only really thought of like Team Canada and the Olympics after college. So college was always my biggest goal. And then once I got there, I kind of learned about some of the pro leagues in Europe because there wasn't really any, like there was some in North America, but they weren't like as high as now the PWHL is. And then obviously as soon as that league became a thing, that immediately became my goal in college and that's kind of why I went back for a 5th year, because I wanted to have a good year to possibly get drafted. And then, yeah, I worked really hard for that and ended up getting drafted, and then had to work really hard to make the team too. And then once I made the team, I had to work even harder to try and stay on the team. And it's always still a battle to earn your spot and prove yourself. So, yeah.
Were there any challenges you faced up in the sport, and what helped you push through them?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, playing against the boys growing up, it was always a challenge. I grew pretty late, so even when I did switch to girls, I was still probably one of the smallest ones and didn't really grow a lot of strength. Like, I was always a super fit kid, but I wasn't able to like build muscle as some of the girls that grew at a younger age. So my shot was kind of not as hard, but like I could still make good plays. And people always told me like, oh, like your shot isn't good enough, you're not big enough, whatever, whatever. And then I kind of just stuck with it. And the hardest thing growing up was just believing in yourself and having that confidence. So for me, I always just knew I loved hockey, and that's just what I wanted to do. And I worked really hard at it because I wanted to be good at it. And yeah, eventually things started to come together.
Yeah, I mean, I know I would say I'm quite small. I was one of the smallest on my team. My shot's not very good right now, but maybe I'll be like you and I'm just a late bloomer.
Yeah.
I hope. Trying to get the muscles. Your brother Drake plays for the Ottawa Senators and a former Cape Breton Eagle, so clearly hockey runs in the family. What was it like growing up with a sibling who shared your passion for the game?
Yeah, I mean, he was a big inspiration and still is for me. Um, Honestly, it was just a lot of fun. We would grow up, we would play a bunch of different sports, but hockey specifically, we would play pond hockey, mini sticks. We would go on the ice early together when my dad was coaching at St. X and just do one-on-ones. He was a forward, I was a D, so he helped me kind of learn how to play D against someone who could stick handle around me and basically deke me out. So I learned how to use my body and stop him in different ways and use my stick. And yeah, he kind of showed me, because he was always told also growing up that he wasn't big enough, strong enough, good enough. But he also never didn't let the people tell him that he wasn't good enough, and worked really hard. And he kind of showed me what it took to get to the pro level. So whenever I have questions, even now, like going into a pro camp, he's been there, done that. He has good advice. Um, Living away from home, traveling on the road, recovery, nutrition, anything like that. He's kind of my go-to guy, because he's been there and he's been a pro for years now. And he also learns from the other big guys here in Nova Scotia, Nate and Sid, and I kind of learn what he's learned from them too.
Okay, out of you and your brother, who's the better mini stick player?
Well, I think Drake would often let me make the game be tied to go into overtime just to make things more fun. But I always would get like half dressed before like practice, so I think I would have more gear to take up more of the net. But I would probably say him.
And like I said earlier, you're Walter Cup champion. Congratulations.
Thank
So,
you.
can you take us back to the day when you won?
Yeah, I mean, it was exciting going into that game, playing at home. We knew we could clinch. Everyone was beat up. Everyone was sick of traveling. No one wanted to go all the way back to Ottawa for game 5. I had my whole family fly up, so there was a lot on the line. And unfortunately, I wasn't in the lineup, so it was even harder to watch it in the stands. And going into overtime, had to watch that. I honestly felt like I was gonna maybe jinx it, because we got dressed up in our gear in case we had to go out and celebrate. But anyway, it all ended up working out. And just as soon as the game ended, they actually told us that we weren't allowed to go out on the ice if they scored, because last year they scored, everyone went out and celebrated. They called it no goal. They had to put all their helmets and gloves back on, continue playing, and then they ended up losing and having to go to the next game. But I went to the bench and I was telling my teammate Lee Steckline to go, but she was following the rules as she would, because she's a vet and does everything by the book. But she's like, I didn't see it. Like, is it a goal? I'm like, yeah, Lee, go. Everyone's going. It's definitely a goal. Like, no brainer. They're not going to review this at all. So, yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, I remember the other one from last year. That was sticky situation there. Would have been bad if that happened again.
Yeah.
Do you get to bring the Walter Cup home from Nova Scotia?
Yeah, I do. Everyone gets it for a day. So I'm going to have it the end of August. I think I'm going to try and do like a meet and greet with whoever's in the community. And then we're going to have also like a family party at my brother's house on the lake and take it out on the boat and do a little celebratory day together.
All the cups are coming back. Brad Marchand's bringing it back. And I know a few years ago, was it not Brendan? It was Riley. He brought it back. I heard that was a crazy party with the Stanley Cup. I just want to say that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so many young girls in Nova Scotia, including me, look up to you. How do you handle that responsibility, and what message do you hope young players take from your journey?
I always just like my biggest advice is to make sure everyone enjoys what they're doing, whether it's playing hockey or if you're going to school for something or you ended up choosing a different sport. Um, like it is a big weight to carry and people look up to you, and now that you're on like TSN and social media is huge nowadays. So I always try to be authentic and show myself how I am and what I enjoy to do, but yeah, I always try and think of girls always looking up to me too and try to be my best self because of that. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. I should do that. I'm sort of scared of social media, and that's like the main thing I have to do now. But like I said, we have two parts to our so our second segment is pro to pro. Um, this is past cup tradition that we have, but every guest leaves a question for the next guest. So, do you think you could leave a question for a possible future guest?
Yeah. I guess one of like the big questions I get a lot from kids that is hard for me to answer is what's the best advice you've ever gotten? And I don't know, sometimes that can be interesting response. It could be just something basic. Like my answer is always just to have fun in what you're doing and don't take anything too seriously, even at the pro level. Like it's your job, but you want to also be enjoying it too. So yeah, I'd be interested to see what they say to that.
Yeah, that would be a very interesting question because I don't know how to answer that. Yeah. I feel like lots of people have different answers. Like someone asked that for Blair and Jill, and they both had two completely different responses. Like one was very serious and one was very like
Yeah.
lighthearted.
Was Jill lighthearted?
I feel like whose was lighthearted? I feel like I think it was Blair's actually.
Oh,
I
really?
think Blair's was a lighthearted one, and then Jill had like the serious one.
That seems totally opposite to how they normally are.
I know it was one of them had it, but well, thank you so much for being here today. It was great having you on the show.
Yeah, no, it was great talking to you.
And thank you.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed the interview with Mae Batherson.
I think it's great that Mae Batherson won the Walter Cup and also bring it down to Nova Scotia. I think that's great.
I know, I really loved how Hockey Nova Scotia had an event. It was really amazing. I mean, just getting to see the Walter Cup in person. I've only ever seen it on photos from when Minnesota won the first year. So I was really glad that Mae Batherson won it, and we finally got to have a Nova Scotia bring it down.
Yeah, it was definitely nice to see. We drove 5 hours up there, Kaylee, me, and you, and we went to see it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, Kaylee, for the people who don't know, shout out to Kaylee. She's at OHA right now.
Shout out.
She was recruited at OHA. Not here with us. I miss her though.
Okay.
Miss Kaylee. But we were all twinning at the event.
We
It was
had
a very cool event too. They had a balloon arch with a bunch of balloons.
Oh, it was awesome. A lot of purple going on. Yeah.
There was a lot of purple, and I loved it. There was
nice.
like little girls with Frost jerseys on, and we even took a photo. There was a girl I took a photo with, and she had a Barbie, and she was gonna go get it signed. It was so cute.
It was really nice.
And I know we had matching outfits.
We did, yeah. We all had our Blizzards jerseys and our purple accessories.
We had purple sunglasses, purple necklace, like those little, I don't know how to describe it, like little shiny bead ones.
Yeah, beads.
And we had knee-high socks with our Birks on.
It was really
You
cool.
didn't have Birks.
I didn't have my Birks on. They had their Birks on.
She didn't get the memo.
But
even though you have Birks.
I just didn't bring them with me.
She just likes her Nike.
I like my Nike sandals. They're pretty comfy.
We filmed a great TikTok.
We did. Yes, shout out.
Shout out to the TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't know if we passed it on the Instagram. We will put it in the video in the episode. That's what it's called. Our TikTok. Go like it up. And go like up our Instagram post too.
Yes.
But more about the event. We got interviewed at the event.
We did. CTV News.
we were
were
talking about the
talking to us.
event. We also got Mae a nice little gift. I know we got some
We
flowers for
did
her.
flowers and a Blizzards hoodie. It was really
And
nice.
did we get something else too? We got our card as well.
A card.
We got our
yes.
card. And we also me and Mae's mom, we are also #1 Kenzie Delon fans. We had a great chat with her. She was giving us all the advice on the Target dupes. So
Yes.
go get your Summer Fridays dupes at Target.
And we found out her dad golfs down here, or he used to, or yeah, it was pretty cool.
I forgot about that. It's been a while since the event. School's like hit me like a rock.
And her grandparents live in North Sydney, where I'm from, so I think it's really cool. Yeah,
Like where they live like really close to you. I don't
it's
want to
pretty
expose
close.
their location though.
Yeah, me either, but I do
gotta
know they
keep it
live
PG.
pretty close. Yeah,
Lives in North Sydney. That's all you get.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really fun event. I know not part of the event, but afterwards, we went and played. I don't know if you've seen it on TikTok, but we played Activate.
Activate. That was really fun. Definitely was harsh on the knees, but definitely fun. Go check it out in Halifax.
If you go there, you gotta play the laser one. There's one that's called Laser, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a room and it has lasers, so you have to like duck under it. Imagine those like movies when people are trying to steal with all the lasers. It's like that, but funner.
But funner for sure.
And wear pants.
Yeah, we
It
were
hurts
all
your
in
knees.
shorts because it was pretty warm in Halifax. And we went to do it, and it took a harsh hit to the knees. Yeah.
Our kneecaps. Well, I took it slow, so
You
my
didn't take
knees
it
were
as
okay.
hard as we did, but it's okay.
Me and Kaylee, I'm pretty sure we had okay knees.
Yeah, me and your mom, we took it pretty rough. Yeah.
It's okay. I also think how it's really cool that Mae has her brother Drake to rely on with hockey training as well.
Yeah, for sure. I
mean, they're both in the pro leagues. They can like rely on each other. I know Drake's a forward though. So, I mean, it's different, but I mean, they still can push each other.
Yeah, they can do some.
I wish I had that with my brother. Fortunately, he doesn't play hockey.
My brother does play hockey. We do run some one-on-ones and mini sticks. Yeah.
Mini sticks. We did talk about that in the episode, but we gotta talk about her brother. He's a little mini stick menace. We came up with this nickname. I don't even think we've told him about this.
I don't think we have.
You better tell him about this.
I will tell him about this.
That'll be his name. I'll be watching his games once he makes a team.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, "Go mini stick menace! Go mini stick menace!" But okay, got sidetracked. I was being nice there. Whew. Emily broke her collarbone in hockey at our Sobeys Cup tournament.
Yes, up in a tournament.
So I was put on entertaining little brother because he wanted to play mini sticks.
Yep.
So I went. I was unprepared. I didn't even know I was playing mini sticks. I thought I was visiting Emily. Nope. I was not visiting Emily. I was playing mini sticks. So I was thrown into the mini stick ring with, I think, a goalie stick.
No, it was a goalie stick because you're an opposite shot.
I didn't even have a left stick. The left stick was a goalie stick. So I had a goalie stick. My hands were slashed. I went through it. I went through it mentally, physically, like both. Even if there's more, not even mentally, physically. If there's a third thing there, I went through it. But yeah, it was a lot.
Definitely a lot. It was fun to watch, though. I liked watching. It was pretty cool. It was entertaining. Yeah.
Yeah, fun to watch for you. You know, it was fun to watch Mighty Ducks after I was done getting brutally slashed.
Mighty Ducks on the TV. Yeah.
It's okay though. I survived. But yeah, I guess that's all for our little ramble. Go Mini Stick Menace. I hope your tryouts go well. Our episode was late. We were trying to focus more about tryouts this week. And I know I've had a few tests at school as well, but mostly hockey was why our episode was later. So I wish everyone well with their tryouts. If you haven't gotten selected for anything, I wish you all the best. See you on the ice.